No, okay. So, Trayvon Martin, really. Um, everyone's been talking about it recently. Everyone wants to give their half a cent or whatever you want to say. I mean, okay, here's the thing. You have a kid, that's what you need to understand. Really, even had he been 18, 19, he would have still been a kid. Like, you have a kid, and then you have a grown man, who kills this kid. He kills this kid. Um, and he gets off on the argument of self-defense. Now, hmm, I can't say I'm 100% on the facts, but from what I know, Trayvon Martin was not a 15th degree black belt. He wasn't Bruce Lee. And he was armed with Skittles and a can of tea. So, I don't know. Hold on, wait, let me see something. I have a couple of packs of Skittles right here. And I actually am a first degree black belt. And I don't think this would help me kill a grown man. Or, hurt a grown man for that matter. To the extent where you would have the argument of self-defense. Self-defense. Okay, now let's talk about this. He was defending himself. Okay. But you can tell from the 911 call, which they did try and keep under wraps for a while, probably because of how stupid it makes the whole story seem. Um, the police told this man, this interesting fellow, to not follow Trayvon. He chose to chase him. He said, these people always get away, or whatever the case may be. He made a conscious decision to chase this boy, this child, because he looked suspicious. Now, okay, what makes him suspicious? Why can an African American child not be in a gated community in Florida? Like, I don't understand it. I mean, it would have been suspicious if it was an African American child in a KKK meeting, like walking around a rally or something, but he was walking around a gated community in Florida. 16-year-old, a child, and he was suspicious for that. And I think that raises a lot of issues. What makes someone suspicious? Why is it that um, if a Caucasian person goes into a store, they don't have an issue, but an African American go to that same store and be followed the whole time? And now it may be in some sort of subtle way where you'll see the people who work there, the retail people, ask you, "Oh, you need help with anything?" And you'll have like seven of them ask, or one ask like seven times, and I guess they think you're not that smart and you think that's good service, but no, it's obvious to some people that you're judging them, you're prejudging them, you're putting them into a class based on your own perceptions, your own opinions and views, which usually aren't true. Now, here's my thing. Because you really don't know who Trayvon Martin is. Like, honestly, he could have been a murderer. He could have been a thief. He could have been a drug dealer. But the fact remains, he did live in that community, and he was killed for no reason. Um, he was killed because you had a paranoid person, a paranoid watch person, who, because of this great country, had access to a firearm and chose to use it that day to take the life of someone. It just hurts because, I mean, like I said, a 19-year-old. I'm 19. I'm a child. Um, what does that mean? What does that mean for us all? I can't expect to walk around. I have an internship this summer in California, and it'll be in like a gated community. Should I be worried about trying to walk around? Do I need to have a group of people, or maybe that would make it worse? I don't know. Do I need to stay inside at all times? Like, why? This is 2012. Um, you know, I'm not preaching this whole, oh, my president's black, blah, 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 racism gone. I realize it's still there, but to this extent is a little extreme, and I don't see how the justice system can live with itself. Where is justice? Where the only reason I feel like there's action is because of the pressure, and that's the thing. If I was a police officer, if I was one of the police officers who picked him up, I would have held him. I would have done my job, done what was right, done what was fair, whatever. Just because thinking logically, you should have known that there was something coming from this. You weren't just gonna let him go and then everyone's gonna go la-di-da back to their everyday lives. There's clearly some sort of discrimination, there's unfairness in you letting him off. If someone breaks into my house, I have the right, self-defense to kill that person. But I'm still gonna have to go through some process to prove that it was self-defense. Like, it could have just been someone who I invited, a guest, and I killed them, and then in that case, it's a murder. If someone kills someone, you have to go through some sort. Even if a cop kills someone, it's not just, you just assume it was self-defense. Especially with evidence of a pack of Skittles. I think it's a little crazy. So, I don't know. People are doing marches for it. People are doing, but I don't know. I just think it needs to be an eye-opener. It needs to be an eye-opener. You need to realize, if you're watching this video, if you're watching this video, or if you're not watching this video, but if you're knowing the situation, if you're seeing the situation, watching it develop, you need to realize that these things still happen. These things are real, and they're not going to get any better through complacency, through just sitting around. That's from both sides. People feel like, oh, well, it didn't involve my race at all, so, or it was a black person shot, so I mean, yeah, I feel kind of bad, but I don't need to do anything. No, you do. Like, you do, because you have a privilege that others don't have. You're not suspicious, and you never will be, just because of how, you were born a certain way. And, I'm not blaming you for that. No one chooses how they're born. But you need to take that advantage and try and give everyone that same advantage. Equality, equal opportunity. For these words to really mean something, we shouldn't be dealing with a case like this. So those are my 7.5 cents, because it's a 7.5 minute video. Everyone have a good night. I'm really tired. So yeah, I hope you guys took something out of this. Leave comments, whatever you want to do. Just do something. Do something. Even if you want, to attack me because of anything I said, you have any issues with, want to argue with me, do it. Just do something. Don't just sit there. Thank you.